Alright, what's up everyone? Happy Thursday! Today's Thursday, the 2nd of March, 2023, and we're continuing some more Attoney Trilogy, Trials and Tribulation. We're doing part 3 of the investigation. Are we? I felt like we were further there, but okay. Oh yeah, that is the, okay, so part 3. Let's continue our case right here. Hope everyone's doing well. Alrighty. You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again. Well, supposedly Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred. No way, Jose! I don't buy it! But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself, at least for what I understand. Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick. Well, how about we get started looking into that KB security murder? I think I'm gonna head back to Correct Village for a little while, if that's alright. Sure, but why? I'm gonna bring the secret urn back and have some people take a look at it. Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with... No, Mr. Maya, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special quality time together, full of love and happiness. Pearls is so caught up in her fantasy she forgot there's a murder to solve. Secret... Okay. Now remember, no fighting, okay? She's gone. Okay, Nick. Time to get going on this murder investigation. Alright. Okay. Oh, Nicky boy, Maya! Miss Delight. All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting his case. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy, please. Please help Ronnie. He's not a killer. I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking you for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I could do to help anymore. I had no idea that Miss Delight had a vulnerable side. Alright, let's look around. What can we look around here with? This thing looks vaguely familiar. Oh, I know. It's a fishbowl. Well, upside down one, anyways. I think it's a helmet. An alien helmet. And that looks like a tape recorder or something next to it. I think it's a transceiver. An alien transceiver. Oh, that. Ronnie brought that home one day. He asked one of his friends from work if he could have it. And the Space Ranger uniform. I've never seen Ronnie happier in his whole life. Oh, man. Now I want one too. I wonder if KD Security was in charge of security at the event from that old case. Yeah, definitely familiar here. Now let's talk to Desiree. Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never ever kill anyone. It's not in him. I don't think he would either, Nick. Yeah, but you have to admit he's got a temper to him. It's not that hard to imagine him snapping and screaming, "Please die!" He would never say that. Anyways, Miss Delight, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying he's a thief. I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him. Miss Delight, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in the fantasy world. What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't the thieving type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief, ha! The very idea. I guess I just don't get it. Huh? You get what? I just can't understand how they can be so different and yet they could be a happy couple. Yeah, they sure are different. Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyways. What? For you? I hate these kind of people more than anything. You mean Ace Detectives? No, I'm fine with Ace Detectives. Oh? So then you must mean thieves. No, they're alright too. I just hate thieves that pretend to be Ace Detectives. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. By the way, why did you go to the Detective Attoney's office today? Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more anxious. I went there to try to find out more about the real criminal. The real criminal? Yes, obviously, the real Master Mass is not my Ronnie, right? Yeah. And Detective Attoney knew more about Master Mass than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV. So then, you went there to ask some questions. That's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said that Ace Detective isn't in right now. But I forced my way past and got into his hideout. I wouldn't exactly call that office a hideout. That bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw that bag, yeah. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. Miss Delight, do you know about the KB security? Don't be silly, of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there, huh? And yet, according to what we heard today, Ron quit. He doesn't work there anymore. It looks like Miss Delight doesn't know. KB security is only about 20 minutes away by motorcycle, that is. Larry told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Yeah, why is the difference? Oh, he means like bike, not motorcycle. Or the other way around, excuse me. Alright, let's continue. Well, I have to admit, I tend to fly pretty fast on my... Okay, she just confirmed it. To make it to KB security that fast, are you sure you're literally flying? Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Or maybe yet, how about now? No, I'll pass. Thanks though. Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves? Haha, what a scaredy cat you are, Nick. Miss Delight told us the location of... Okay. Let's head over there right now. Well, we could still exhaust the dialogue. So was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. Delight? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Saved your life? I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in the corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down in tears. Yeah, I would too if I was in that situation. Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you? Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He went right up to those knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces. Oh my gosh, she's exaggerating. Please stop it, he screamed. I could see the robber's face turn pale. That high-pitched shriek of his did surprisingly strong for him people. Then crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers. Oh my gosh, I gotta clip that. All by himself, he came to save me. A total stranger, all by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me. Wow, that's a great story. Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. That's so romantic. I fall in love too, I guess. Nick, I hope you do the same for me if I ever get taken hostage. With Maya, that's possibly always seems to be looming in not so distant future. Oh my gosh, they're self-aware. Alright, I think we exhausted our dialogue. To the CEO office. So I guess this is where it all went down. The walls here look thick, just like you expect at a CEO office. What has that got to do with anything? Yeah, like what? Hey, it's you guys. Oh, it's Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh? Sure was, pal. That prosecutor made real fools out of us. Wait, what? Why is Maya talking like a Gumshoe? Yeah, I feel for you. Wow, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be like, oh, that was great. You guys got what you deserve, pal. Ho 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 ho. Or something to that effect. Do I really sound like that to you, pal? If the Gumshoe fits? Oh, well, anyways. The point is I can tell when people put their hearts into their jobs. And I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes I feel like wrong is the only thing that goes for us detectives. Wow, I had no idea Gumshoe he was a nice guy. Now, if this is a little love fest is over, maybe we could start investigating. Okay, so should we talk? Now let's examine it quick. This must be the desk. It's a lot simpler than what I would think. Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Let me try it out for a second. Oh, nice. I feel just like a CEO. Hey, you, whip me a cup of some really expensive import tea and some scones. Move it. This is like life. This is the life. The victim sat in that chair just before he got brutally killed, you know. Ah! Well, that was awkward. Check out this big thick binder here. Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick. Reading the file isn't exactly back-breaking work, just a little horror on the eyes. Ah! What did you find out, Nick? This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is about the Master Mask. It's filled with info on him. What? What kind of info? It's filled with that incredibly detailed information about his methods in the crime scenes. Hey, Nick, look at the last page. It's a list. Let's see. Tier of Amanan, $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Master Mask stole. So then $100,000 is the value of the stolen item. I don't know. That number sounds kind of low to me. I think I better secretly make a copy of this list. Okay. Oh, there's a button here. Let's see. Hey, cut it out. Don't press that. That was pretty funny. I never knew Detective Gumshoe could jump like that. What is that button anyways? It's an emergency buzzer. It says it right there on the panel. Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read the instructions first? It was her idea! No, it wasn't. This alarm is connected to the basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here. Really? It is possible on the night of the crime. Oh, so when the CEO was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer? Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way. Just so you know. I think we better go talk to that guard about the emergency buzzer. Okay. Let's check with Gumshoes. Gumshoes, so tell us what you know about this murder. Okay, but the thing is, I'm really not supposed to. Hey, come on. What about we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now, and we need help. Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal? Okay, I won't cry on you, pal. The victim's name is Kane Bullard. He was the CEO of the KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 in the morning. His estimated time of death was 1 o'clock in the morning on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, probably an object in this room. It happened exactly at the same time that Master Mass was staying in that urn. Okay, we got his autopsy. So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body? There's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside that safe. Safe? Well, it is pretty big. Nobody has heard from him, and when they opened the safe this morning, out he came. Oh, so the body fell out. That white string must be the shape from when he fell out. I think we still need some information about Mr. Bullard. Maybe you should start by getting that man's name right. Yeah, that was Bullard. So, what happened to Master Mass? He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again. He keeps yelling. No, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyways, right? Oh, you mean that detective at me? Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserves. Now that's the detective I know and love. Think about it. Attoney was always around when the calling card was showed up, but he always mysteriously disappears when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief. That would explain how he was just able to retrieve the stolen items he keeps bragging about. Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. But there's this one thing I just can't figure out about his first heist. His first heist? Yeah, the Tears of Ammonon case. There was a witness on that day. A witness? Here, I'll save the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it. Hey, this guard here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before? It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see, but now that she mentions it. Oh, that prosecutor. I really don't like that guy. The way he used our evidence to do that to Mr. Delight, excuse me. Yeah, I think he did that. That way just because he knew it hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyways. So who is that Java-addicted masked man anyways? Prosecutor Gada? He's quite the enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of that guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere. That's right, he said that's right, he said this was his first case as a prosecutor. And it's true, according to the records. But no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in court, a maverick that gives me goosebumps. Goosebumps? You? Yeah. I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody could talk to me. They all just turned the other way. Poor Detective Gumshoe. I had no idea you were so unpopular. No. That's not what I meant. That Goddard guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret. Alright. Tell us more about Blue Barb. Oh my gosh. That's Kane Bullard, not Shane Blue Barb, pal. Oh yeah, the victim in this case just doesn't make much of an impression on me. Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until this morning. Anyways, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just babbling like an idiot right now. Okay, Nick. Now is our chance to get more info about this victim, so hurry up and ask. Can you tell us more about Mr. Bullard? He was the CEO of the security. What kind of company is it anyways? Well, the company basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bulletwood must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets doing this kind of work. Oh, and I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber. Really, me too. I just love money. I can't get enough. Please stop leaning in. Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You aren't getting my wallet. Anyways, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions. Oh? So that's my problem. I need to be shiftier. Oh my gosh, Maya. Let me go already. Apparently, he was involved in some selling trade secrets between rival companies. Oh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded. Yeah. Oh, KB Security used to head security operations against Mass to Mass. What? Really? Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Buller who sent Ron the blackmail letter. Huh. Let's go to the security room. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here. Wow, this is really something else. For a security guard office, it sure does feel very secure. Uh-oh, I just remember. Larry might be... Hey, Nick, what's up? So he is here. Yo, how's it hanging, dude? And you got my sweet little Maya with you, too. Hi, Larry. Here I was working my fingers to the bone. And then walked to my angel. I got no problems with a daytime date. It's all good. No, that's not what we're here for. We're investigating the Buller murder case. Huh? Oh yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? He's so hopelessly clueless. Well, if it's about that murder case, boy, have I got some good info for you. Really? What is it? Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya. But Nick here is a different story. But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies. That was then and this is now. Come on, Larry. That's my partner C. Your partner? Well, that's what I call her. She's my superior, actually. Kind of a weird old lady. There's tea spill over that machine, you know. Oh, don't worry about it. Just the other day I spilled some chocolate milk on mine. It still works fine, more or less. They really know how to build them, I guess. My gosh. Something is written on this poster in fine print. A guard's 5 commandments. Wow, this sounds serious. Let's see what it says. Number 1, obey thy superior. Number 2, respect thy superior. Number 3, smile at thy superior. Number 4, salute thy superior. Number 5, buy donuts for thy superior upon command. It's signed Wendy Oldbag, head supervisor. Oh my gosh. She's one tough old bird, let me tell you. Cross her and you come face to face with the real generally ray gun. Yeah, sounds scary, alright. Well, fortunately she's on vacation. That's why I'm so relaxed right now. Oh yeah, I read that one already. Okay. I'm just gonna skip that. Hey, Larry, that's your jacket, isn't it? That's right. Did you know you hung it right on top of some kind of lever? Yeah, sure. I was told to never ever touch that lever. She scolded me and huffed at me. Something terrible will happen if you do. Got it, Greenhorn? So why you hang your jacket on an important lever? Because it got me curious. If the jacket weights pull the lever down, that's what I call an accident. Doesn't the suspense just kill you? Don't you want to know what happened? It's true. It's killing me too. What about you, Nick? Yeah, but for a different reason. Wow, take a look at these things. Hey, Larry. What are they? Did you say, Hey man, it's not like I have to know what they are to do my job. I always thought they were just some kind of decoration or something. Oh boy. How did this guy ever get a job here anyways? Okay, nothing there. Those screens there shows what's going on all over the building, everywhere. And it's my job to keep a steady eye on them, all of them. I wouldn't sound so smug if I were you. Can you watch regular TVs on those two? If anyone would sit here and watch TV instead of working, it's Larry. Hey, Maya, I'm a pro, okay? Besides, you can't get regular TV on it. And how do you know about that, Larry? Because that was my first bit of investigation, if you know what I mean. Oh my gosh, he admits it. I know what you're thinking. It was a professional. It was a professional investigation, alright? That was my workstation. That's my workstation. Pretty cool, huh? I keep a steady eye on the monitors and use that mic for communicating. Look at all this equipment. It must be hard to operate. No biggie. I think there's an instruction manual somewhere in this room. Somewhere? Instruction manual. What are you gonna do with an emergency? Well, I guess I start by calmly looking for the instruction manual. During that time, my partner, the old lady, will calmly look for the reading glasses. That's what a security professionals call teamwork. Even Maya and Pearls could run this place better. Hey! What's that supposed to mean? Smells like old bag. I got a trophy. Examine everything that whiffs of old bag on it. Okay. Let's talk to Larry. So, what's this good info you were talking about, Larry? Hey, I'm a guard, a pro. I can't just give away information for free. He wants a bribe? I thought professionals were more like, I don't know, honest? Can you talk to him, Maya? Larry, tell us already. What's the good info? Hey, I like that. This kitten's got some claws, okay? You really want to know? Yes, so tell me. Okay, so the thing is, Ron Delight was an employee here. And naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me? Yes, you're a pro. I follow you. Go on. Well, 1 year ago, Ron Delight was fired. And there was no warning at all. It just happened all of a sudden. I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful. I guess he must have done something bad to have gotten fired like that. Yeah, but he said there was no warnings. Like maybe skipping out of work to go get some hot chicks or something. No, that's just you. So what is it like to be a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me. I get by alright, I guess. First, I have to keep my eyes on all those monitors all the time. Monitors. They're like security cameras set in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna fall out. Oh. And if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams. What teams? The security teams for this company. They're supposedly the best of the business. But I'm no amateur either, so if there's something small, I don't bother calling them. So in other words, you basically watch TV screens all day long. You were in the office when the murder took place, weren't you? Why did you say that? This is just a part-time job for me, and I can't operate the equipment. And I'm dumb. Even if it's part-time, and you are dumb, you're still in charge of security here. Hey, give me a break. Don't try to pin the whole thing on me. That's not fair, Nick. Huh? Yeah, he's very defensive. I don't think you could expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Yeah. Anyways, the point is that you were here that night, right? Oh! Oh my. Oh no. I knew something smelled bad, and it was the butts after all. Well, it's like I always say. That was then, and this is now, okay? It looks like I'm gonna have to break his sight locks after all. Alright, let's see. I guess I should check mine. What do we have on him? Found at 12 at 1. Okay. On the night of the crime, were you working hard like you were supposed to? What? Huh? Of course I was. Why wouldn't I have been? But didn't you sneak out of work yesterday just to see Miss Delight? But that was then and this is now. Is there any chance that you snuck out of work last night too? Never! I didn't sneak out. I tell you what, I even bet you $1. $1? Wow. Now that's confidence. What's with the dretch and the rainy puppy look on your face? Do you have evidence that I left my positions, or are you just pulling my chain? The evidence that Larry was not manning the station when the murder happened. I just saw what it was. It's this. This is the key card to the CEO office, right? Yeah, that's right. This key card was found inside a wallet. This wallet. You know about this, right? I never seen it before. Liar. You hand-delivered this wallet to Miss Delight just yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing that happens. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. "1 o'clock in the morning." That's right. In other words, Larry, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. Got him! Yeah, but there's something you didn't think about. What's that? My shift that day didn't start until 10 p.m. The murderer might have snuck out before then. What do you mean by that? If the murderer had snuck in before 10 p.m., then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guy whose shift was before mine. Why do I have a feeling that he still doesn't get the seriousness of this? Listen up, Larry. We know beyond a shadow of a doubt the killer snuck into the CEO office after 10 p.m. during your shift. Larry, when you use this keycard, does it leave a record? Yeah, it does. But I can't show the record to just anyone, you know. That keycard data was already made public in the trial today. What? I didn't know that. Any kind of request for info like that was supposed to go through me. Boy, does this sound a bit arrogant coming from a part-time guard. Anyways, according to the data, the door to the CEO office was open with this card. Furthermore, it was the most definitely used at 1 a.m., the time of the murder. No way. Yes, someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m. on the night of the crime, right in the middle of your shift. Oh. Larry, you can't duck your responsibility this time. Alright, now we can talk to Larry. I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. My fault. Larry, there was nothing I could do. I have important issues to deal with too. What happened that night anyways? My Donna died. My Donna happened. Huh? Your Donna? I got a bad feeling about this. Yeah, my Donna called and said I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her and he was standing right there next to her. Who was? Her new boyfriend. It was like some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy socked me right in the kisser. Normally I'm the one that does the punching. Isn't that right, Maya? Yeah. So is that why you left the security guard office? I'm sorry. It's all my fault. How can I ever make up for it, Nick? What can I do? What? He's curled up on the floor, crying like a baby. Oh boy. Nick! Is there anything I could do? Anything. Just name it. I'll do whatever I could do to make up for it. I swear I will. Larry. Hey Nick, as long as he's offering, why don't you just show him the evidence we got? She's right. Maybe we'll get at least one bit of useful information from him. Nick. The buzzer in the CEO office is directly connected to this room, right? That's right. Just like my heart is connected to yours, Maya. Huh? Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue like a professional girl I am. Wow, that was pretty good. Thanks, I tried. Do you think you could tell us more about the buzzer now? Yes, please. Please tell us. Okay, I guess so. Prepare to be wild. Okay. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier. Yeah, I heard it. So that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why didn't you come to the CEO's office? Well, this is the 3rd floor of the basement. The CEO office is on the floor, on the 1st. I thought it would be a good idea to adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary. It's as he's trying to win an award for the laziest person on the planet. Let's get back to talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night? There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it, right? Of course I did. And I couldn't possibly have made a mistake either. Do you think you could take one more look for me? Pretty please? Okay. I just can't say no to you, Maya. What do you think, Nick? He's probably right. I don't think even Larry could make a mistake like that. What? What is it? What's wrong? I made a mistake. Oh, shit. Huh? But how? It can't be. It's impossible. Okay, enough already. What about the records? That night, it went off just once in the morning, at around 1 a.m. Oh shit. Way to go, Larry. That's when the murder happened. Really? Are you serious? That's terrible. It can't be. The treasures of Korean exhibit is all ruined now. Maya, I'm sorry, it's just so sad. This was our big chance for everyone to learn about the spirit channeling. Maybe I could cheer her up now. Well, now that we got the sacred urn back, maybe they could reopen it. Really? Sure. Maybe we could label it the Urn of Master Desires. That would probably attract a lot of attention. Whoa! Whoa! That's brilliant, Nick. We could clean up and be filthy rich. Woohoo! Wow, that was surprisingly easy. Let me stretch. Oh, it's you, Mr. Wright. Miss Andrews. What's she still hanging around here for? So how is it going? How about that sacred urn? The urn? Oh, that. It's been taken care of already. What do you mean, oh, that? Taken care of? Do you mean it's been found? Yes. It was brought in during the trial today. Wow, really? You really are the greatest, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright has nothing to do with it. It was the Master's wife that found it. Well, anyways, I'm so relieved. I guess we'll talk with Adrian. I just heard all about it on the news. So that detective was actually the thief all along. It looks that way right now. It's my fault. I'm the one who ended up hiring Master Mass to guard the treasures. Don't blame yourself. You're just doing your job. Hey Nick, if she wants to apologize, you should let her. So when was it that you hired the Detective Attoney again? About 20 days ago. And when was it that Mrs. Master Mass calling card arrived? That was about 10 days ago. So he sent a calling card to the very place he was hired to guard. I guess that's it then. Attoney must have really wanted that sacred urn after all. I guess so. What? So Master Mass murdered someone as well? Well, that's how things look right now. Yes, but I thought he was just stealing the urn at the time. Well, we're talking about a criminal mastermind, so anything is possible. Nick, let's get down to business already. On the night of the theft, did you notice anything suspicious about Attoney? No, I couldn't have. After all, he was hidden the entire time. I never even caught a glimpse of him. He claims that that's the way he always operates. That's just what he says so he could have an alibi when he commits the theft himself. Yeah, he was caught in the crime scene photo dressed up as Master Mass pretty well. I'm so glad that you got your urn back. Yes, but there's still something that bothers me about it. What is it? I'm not exactly sure, but somehow the urn that came back seems different. Really? You wouldn't know anything about that, would you, Miss Andrews? No, I don't know anything. Why would I? Psylocke. What do you think this means, Nick? It means the person that holds the secret to the mystery of the sacred urns is our very own Miss Andrews. Okay, so we can't talk to her about that yet, so we probably have to move around. So, what do we do now? Isn't it obvious we should get out there and investigate the murder? Well, first we need to find out exactly where KB Security is located. Hey, why don't we ask Miss Delight? She should know. Besides, I want to ask her some stuff about motorcycles. Motorcycles. You're not thinking of getting one, are you? I'm not the same little Maya who used to be happy with her little dinky little bike, Nicky boy. Speaking of asking around, I got a question of my own for Miss Delight. Okay, well, let's make sure to go to the detention center soon. Okay. You must be relieved we got to the secret urn back, huh? You bet. But there's something a little different about it. Don't question at me. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. I mean, it clearly says I am on the urn in the poster. But the urn we got back says Amy, like it always used to. Oh yeah, you're right. Plus the vase was pink, has pink splashes on it now. I'm sure they weren't there before. No, they weren't. She's caught onto it. Maya doesn't know what happened 1 year ago when the urn was broken. The repairer accidentally turned Mystic Amy's name into I am. And that repairer was the mechanically unskilled little pearls. But still, I don't remember ever seeing pink splashes on it. Is it possible that urn is a fake? I'm sure Pearl will find out about that once she gets back to the village. Yeah, I suppose. Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Korean Village in a long time. So I guess people still go to Korean Village to their training, right? Yep, if you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training. So why haven't you been training lately, Maya? Well, lately I've been thinking of heading to a channeling dojo to do that. A channeling dojo? Huh? Sounds pretty serious, whatever that is. If you're gonna train, you have to be serious, otherwise real tragedies can happen. Is what happened last year still bothers you? That murder in her village, it happened because that power of channeling was misused. When a medium uses the Korean technique, she temporarily loses her own will. So when an especially strong spirit is summoned, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happens. That murder, it wasn't your fault, Maya. You know that, don't you? I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all. It sounded like being that master of Korean is going to be a heavy responsibility. Okay, I think we're done there. Ah, Mr. Wright! Mr. Delight, did they finish their interrogations? Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore. Mr. Delight, you lied to us before, didn't you? Well, you see. On the same night the sacred urn was stolen from Lordly Taylor department store, a blackmail letter got summoned you to the KB security to hand over some money. And then that's where the CEO, Kane Bullard, was murdered. But there's only one Ron Delight, am I right? So the only question is, where were you that night? This time I want to hear the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Okay. Hey, this is an article about my debut heist. Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trail. But Master Mask, he must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared. That's right. I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Master Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, huh? Wow, awesome. Hey, hold the phone. The guard in this photo. Is this you, Mr. Delight? Hehe, that's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even pros could see through that in a heartbeat. But as you might expect, Detective Attoney found the disguise. He truly deserves the title of ace detective. Detective Attoney found the mastermind's disguise. That's interesting. Yes, and I heard that he brought it home with him. So that's it. That's when Attoney got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume. That must have been really time consuming, huh? Yes, it took quite a while to complete. Anyways, a few days after that, I received the first of the blackmail letters. I was gonna say list. Blackmail letters? You got them starting when? Tell me more now. Hey, calm down now. Don't get so worked up. Alright, let's go chat with him. So the night I didn't mean to. Whatever. You didn't go to Lordly Taylor's. You went to the KB security, right? Yes, I went to the KB security at the time the blackmail note said I would. Alright, so what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew there was a CEO office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used the card to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone. Then suddenly they bashed me over the head. Bang! When it was it Kane Butter that hit you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, the sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd died myself. Anyways, I thought I should just do something with the body. So that's why you put it in the safe. Yes, that's right. I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it. Okay, and what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there, for starters. I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building, so I knew how to be avoided being spotted by them. Nick, all of a sudden Mr. Delight kind of sounds like a murderer to me. Please don't say that. Mr. Delight, do you still insist that you are Master Mask? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Oh, I'm dropping frames. Okay, I'm good. Tell me about it. To be honest, it started to get irritating. But listen, Mr. Delight. At the trial today, we learned that the true identity of the thief, didn't we? Take a good look, everyone. Okay, I read this one right. I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole that urn. Of course not. After all, you were at the KB security at that time. So the person dressed up as Master Mask in this photo, it's gotta be at me. Mr. Delight, is it true that 1 year ago, you were forced to quit KB security? Oh, how did you... I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi, please. Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet. Wow, thank goodness. No, but I suppose I'll have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually. Why have you been hiding it from her anyways? Desi would be despised if she ever found out I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief. She'll never forgive me. My marriage would be over. Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place? I have an idea. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring enough money. Except being a thief. At least that's what I thought anyways. So he became Master Mask for Desiree, huh? This blackmail letter. Is this the first one you got? No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me for a specific location. So did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after the Tears of the MMN heist. That first letter, it said, I know you did it. So someone found out about your true identity, just like that. It's not easy being a master thief, you know. I got proof that it was you, so give up. It went on to say that. So in the end, I had to give up the treasure I went through all that trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean that you had to give it up? Don't worry. After I put the jewel in the safe deposit box that letter specified, someone sent me $10,000. No one said anything about me being worried. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. Plans? Okay. That pathetic looking wood box. Ah, that's the box that had the secret urn in it. Don't touch it. There may be some clues to the thief's identity on it. I worked so hard to make that box. You made that poor excuse for a box, Maya? What's that supposed to mean? And I was so proud of it. Poor Maya. Maybe it should have been better if Master Mask had taken the box too. It looks to me like it's been dry for several days. There's something suspicious about the paint mark. The bottom left part of it is shaped oddly, like a shocking pink. I don't see how the color of this paint is in any way important. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasure exhibit. The urn was submitted before the court today. It's obvious not the same urn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. A fake. You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence that the urn submitted was genuine? Good question. Well, Miss Andrews, see? Look, it was a fake after all. Huh? I mean, your evidence is fake too, as I expected. Oops, I guess this isn't going to help me much. Oof. So, have I convinced you, or do you have any evidence that the urn that was submitted at the trial was genuine? Still thinking. Yeah, I read this already. Unless I missed something. I don't know. Yeah, I saw this one already. Organize. What other clues do we have around here? Unless I missed something around here. Oh, that's the ladder thing. We did that one already. Huh. I must have missed something. I must have missed something. Oh, I didn't talk about the heist plans. Yeah, I missed that dialogue right there. All I had to do was deposit in the safe deposit box. Try not to look so painful about it. So you were after the secret urn because of the plans. All I did was follow the instructions and steal what I was told to steal. There's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes, but please don't hurt me. Mr. Kane Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course. I could never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. Okay. Hey! Hey, Pearly! I'm back! Hey, Pearls, so what have you been up to this whole time? Oh, the sacred urn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Korean Village to have it examined. And? What did you find out? Well, there's no need to worry. They say it's the real urn. Whew. That's a relief. I was really worried. But, there's one small problem. Problem? These cute little pink splotches. They said it's paint. And that they put it on the urn recently. Why are we talking about the pink splotches again? What's the big deal? What's the big deal? We gotta find out how they got there. That's the big deal. Yeah, Mr. Nick, we gotta find out how they got there. Okay. We'll go find how they got there. Please don't forget about me. Okay. Now let's give Miss Andrew a piece of our mind real quick. Oh, Pearl, how nice to see you. Hello there. I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to? Well, actually, I was having this urn examined. Oh, I see. Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we could figure out the mystery of what actually happened here. Nick, let's look around one more time. Yeah, I think we already did. Yeah, it's the same dog, but it's the same code as the splotch. Okay, so we need Pearl to verify that. Okay. What's the cause of that odd shape? Let's look around here carefully, Mr. Nick. Alright, Adrian. We have our proof now. Miss Andrews, do you know anything about the sacred urn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the treasure exhibit. The urn was submitted before the court today. It's obvious not the same urn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. A fake. You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence the urn that was submitted was genuine? We now do. We now do. Well, Miss Andrews? See? Look, it was a fake after all. I mean, your evidence is fake too, as I expected. Oops, I guess this isn't gonna help me much. Oh, I took damage for that, what? So I have... No. You're not gonna get off for that easily. I just fucked up. Sorry to break it to you, but the urn is genuine. Oh, I'm dropping frames. Pearls went back to Karain village and had it examined. Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how. I'm gonna wait for OBS to get back on green. Right now it's fluctuating. Okay, it's back on green. No, it's kind of fluctuating right now. What she discovered was that the urn has been broken again. Did you say again? Yeah. Yes, it was broken once a year ago. And now it looks like the same thing has happened. And quite recently, too. Recently? Are you saying that the urn was broken recently? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? Well, let's see. This poster, it was made recently, right? Okay, we're back in the green. Kind of. It's still fluctuating. Poster. The poster for the exhibit. The time when this poster was taken, the urn said, I am on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says Amy. When the urn was fixed, the letters were transposed. Got her! I am. What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo was, in this poster was taken. That was a mistake now. Tell the truth. Wait. 4. Even the urn was broken. I had nothing to do with it. Huh? Yes, that's it. It must have been one of those people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened. It looks like she's not gonna give up on that last side lock so easily. Do you have any proof that the urn was broken here at the Attoney? I'm looking. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. Should investigate. Okay. Mr. Nick, could it be that the odd shape is... Yeah. Okay, I just did it out of order. We got it now. What is it, Mr. Nick? This is all turning out exactly as I thought. Okay, that's what we needed. I just went out of order. We're that much closer to solving this mystery of what happened at the urn. Yeah, we already did this dialogue. I'm just skipping the dialogue. Oh, we have to start over? Oh. I'm just gonna skip the dialogue since I already read it. Okay, we got that lock out. Once again, let's skip the dialogue since we already read it. Okay, now. Well, Miss Andrews? What is that supposed to mean? There's pink paint all over this urn. And there's pink paint all over the floor and walls of this basement warehouse. In other words, this urn was broken here. You can't weasel out of this one, Miss Andrews. But, she's trying to make her escape. But you can't get pink paint anywhere? Well, there's none in my office, that's for sure. Well, there is in my room. Liar. Anyways, the paint on the urn and the paint on the floor. There's no proof that it's the same paint. Oh, there is. Come on, this is getting ridiculous. The proof linking the paint on the urn to the face, yeah. The urn was storing this, right? Yes, that's right. Well, there's pink paint on this box as well. I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you? Yes, more or less. The paint on the floor has an odd shape imprinted on it, doesn't it? Yes. If you put this box into an impression of the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means the box was dropped right over there. And that is when the urn was broken. Your name does you justice, Mr. Wright. Oops. Hold on. I accidentally did a thing on OBS. 1 second. 1 second.